Good morning, Coffee Crew. I'm a little late to this, but today we're going to be doing a quick react to the 30-minute long Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase from today, that being February 5th, 2026, at a brief conversation. Well, no, I say brief. It was actually quite a long conversation with friends last night about what I kind of thought could be here. I'm only about an hour and 45 minutes behind on recording this. No biggie. But I'll still react to it, give my quick predictions before we get started, and then this VOD will go directly to YouTube. So hello YouTube. I am ChewieCoffee, a variety streamer over on Twitch. You can find me at twitch.tv/ChewieCoffee. Would love to have you on Twitch. YouTube is more of a VOD dump kind of area. But I do occasionally record and do short form content like this react to the Nintendo Direct that you'll be seeing right now, today. So yes, hello. But quickly, reactions, or rather predictions. So it's a partner showcase, so that means no first party developed stuff typically. If there are any first party properties, it's by a third-party developer. Think Age of Calamity or Age of Imprisonment, The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors game that was at the previous Partner Direct. So something like, this might be out of left field, Star Fox Adventure on the GameCube NSO. Like, that wouldn't be too out of pocket. But stuff like Square Enix will be here. I feel Square Enix, they had wild success with Final Fantasy VII. I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the Switch 2 is due for an announcement, especially if it's coming out this year. Like a lot of reports and speculation has it coming out even as soon as the summer. Who knows? And then as an added treat on top of that, maybe, because Square Enix does have the name for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 decided, maybe they reveal that information with a little tease. They won't go too far into detail, but they'll get the name of it, and then they'll share, like, dropping an announcement, a true, proper trailer for a later date, whether it be a Sony State of Play, Keighley's Game Fest, Summer Games Fest Awards, or showcase, or anything like that. I don't think it'll be as late as the Game Awards before we get more news on 7 Part 3, because I am of the opinion that should come out late this year or early into next. And then Kingdom Hearts, all of us Kingdom Hearts fans, we love to have, little snippets of news or an inkling of hope that Kingdom Hearts 4, something will get shown. I'm not that naive, but I think that native ports of the Kingdom Hearts all-in-one collection, like we have on PlayStation, Xbox, and of course Steam and Epic Game Store, I think native ports, that could certainly happen. I feel we are owed that on Switch. I have it on all the other platforms, literally every other platform, so if it doesn't happen, oh well. But for Switch owners, there's a great market for handheld games on Switch 2, and Kingdom Hearts, with the only proper handheld experience really being the old 3DS titles, and then maybe Steam Deck for a few of the titles. Like, I think Switch would be a great home for it, but not in its current state as cloud gaming. Streaming the games just doesn't do them service. Not to mention the server blades for the games are not great. But that's like Square Enix right there. Oh, and Adventures of Elliot, which got shown off at the previous State of Play where it was formally revealed. I think we'll get a release date for Adventures of Elliot here at this one. And that'll do it for Square Enix. Other partners that I expect will show up here, Atlas might have something. What exactly, I couldn't say. Maybe Refantasio, Metaphor Refantasio, maybe that gets a Switch port, because there are several Atlas games that skip the Switch one, and they'd be great to see on Switch 2. Think Persona 3 from that last Nintendo Direct, and that's out now. So if they wanted to put out a port of Metaphor ReFantazio, I think that'd be cool. Or one of the Shin Megami Tensei games. And then other partners, Rare, I talked about very briefly with Star Fox Adventure. Even Sea of Thieves. I could see Sea of Thieves make it a late kind of jump with Nintendo Switch too. Small, but it's one that I'll carry over from my previous predictions. And then I've got one more that I was going to talk about. Oh, Capcom, and talking about NSO on GameCube. PN03, or Project Number 3 on the GameCube. It's like the only true Capcom exclusive on the GameCube. Every other exclusive wound up showing up on other titles or other platforms. Like Beautiful Joe was supposed to be a GameCube exclusive, then it came out on PS2. Resident Evil 4 was originally a GameCube exclusive, then it came out on PS2. And then it also came out on everything. But like Resident Evil, I don't think any of the old Resident Evil titles will ever show up on the NSO platform. Just because Capcom, they would much rather sell, you know, brand new ports or the like brand new remakes, which is what they've been doing. I don't think this is the place where they would show off the rumored remake of Resident Evil Code Veronica. I have a sneeze coming. Hold on, bear with me. I don't think this is the place for that. But like Project Number 3, if they're going to put any of their games on NSO, I feel that is the one. But that's enough predictions. That's enough like yapping before we watch this thing. Let's get the Chippo and Chill muted, and let's get kicked in. So sit back, relax. I've got a coffee. Feel free to have one brewed up before you watch. Welcome to Coffee Sips, Nintendo Direct, February 5th, 2026 edition. Here we go. Oh, this is that
Deep in space, a research station
late 80s, early 90s anime game. This had my attention at the last one, so we're getting a
15 years later,
getting a release date for this. I'm assuming. I love this style though.
Another cosmic storm is coming up fast.
Yeah, orbitals.
Maki and Omura, two young explorers, must now brave galactic dangers and save all that's left of their home.
Yeah, I love
Teamwork
this.
is key in this two-player co-op adventure.
Oh, the staggered frame rate looks so clean with that anime style.
Grabs and moves platforms so you can carve a path forward.
So it's like It Takes Two, Splitgate, stuff like that, but Nintendo gonna be on Switch. I don't know what else this will be on, if anything. But anime style.
Fires a stream of super hot heat to destroy obstacles, open doors, and more.
Soundtrack's awesome.
Use the tools together, and you might discover unexpected
that's pretty.
solutions to puzzles. While exploring, you can encounter
and they've got a-
strange life forms.
They've got a cat. No, I'm done. I'm done.
Take a
It's
little
over.
travel break. With GameShare, two players can adventure together locally or online if one person has the game.
Oh, that's great. Okay, yeah, more games need to do this, by the way. If they're gonna have a focus on co-op, have a game share function like that. Take-Two, the EA ones, like everything from that studio, they've been doing great about them. And exclusive on Switch. Still no release date, but summer. At least we have a tighter kind of window.
Welcome to today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on games from our publishing and development partners coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. What you just saw was Orbitals, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 this summer.
I can't remember if the
You'll be
last
looking
direct
forward
said
to
that
this
was going to be
intergalactic
exclusive or
co-op
not.
puzzle adventure. Okay, let's take a look.
Yeah, I'm
at some
excited for that.
upcoming Nintendo Switch
Oh yeah, and they've got these great little nifty banners that they'll show. Except this is looking a little odd. This isn't level 5's new game,
In
is
the
it?
waters of Issei Bay, on an island where legends of mermaids have been passed down, a tale of mysteries and curses stirs. The latest Paranormacite mystery adventure is coming to the Nintendo Switch
Make
system.
sure that
The story follows
quality is as best it can be.
a boy who works as a pearl diver. One day, while gathering on the
Something about the
seafloor,
filtering
he
looks
encounters
off.
another version of himself. This phenomenon is just the beginning.
I know a
Soon,
lot of people
other
that'd be
strange
very into this,
incidents
though.
begin to plague the island. A girl with no memories, strangers searching for treasure, and a housewife investigating victims of drowning. Speaking to those involved is a natural part of the investigation, but you'll also need to search deep within the waters of Issei Bay. As each of their motives intertwine,
There
the
are
story
several
connects
friends
to
of the
the
channel
mermaid
that are
legend
into
told centuries ago.
the interactive storytelling, investigative storytelling style games.
The Mermaid's Curse.
Yeah, and that's going to be on Switch. So, like, up in the top right corner there, that'll tell you which platform or platforms for Switch it'll be compatible with.
World glory.
And also on the banner icon there over on the left.
Is kicking its way onto Nintendo Switch. Choose from a roster of over 100
This is one of those sports anime that are popular right now. I don't watch a lot of sports anime. I've got several old 80s and 90s ones on my Netflix watch list, though.
Passes, blocks, dribbles, and tackles.
Cool seeing the soccer game that isn't your typical FIFA that we get every year.
For victory. Gear up for sensational soccer action. When Captain Tsubasa 2 World Fighters
Oh, and that's the second
launches
one?
on the
Wow.
Nintendo Switch system this year.
Hey, Sully,
Next
down,
up,
buddy.
games heading to
Sorry, my
Nintendo
cat.
Switch 2,
Alright, so this
including
one will be
games that
Switch
will
2.
also be available on Nintendo Switch.
Okay, so we've got our cross-compatible.
A life or death fight for survival.
Hey, Sully!
begins. It was a normal day until a cave-in befell the city of Tokyo. As the dust settles, our protagonist Anne discovers
Didn't
an
see who this was
underground
by.
world deep below the metropolis. But she's not alone. Creatures called Xeno populate the unknown expanse.
Oh, is this that, like, kind of Dino Crisis
If you're
spiritual
found by a
successor
Xeno,
kind of comparable
it's
thing?
game over.
Also interesting to open with your, like,
Fighting
horror
is not
light
an option,
kind of
so quick
announcements.
thinking and decision making are vital to your survival. Analyze their patterns and find the best route to make your escape. Activate traps in each area to lure and ensnare any stalking Xeno.
Also, it'd be really funny to see this come out before we get any more news on Jurassic World Survival, because that game, I believe, is coming to some kind of development hell again.
Whether locally or online, coordinating with your friends is key to making it out alive.
Okay, and it utilizes game share where you can just share your screen. The more, like, common function of
Survive the
that.
subterranean depths in Tokyo Scramble. Launching
Binary
exclusively
Haze,
on
okay.
Nintendo Switch 2, February 11th.
And that's
Pre-orders
exclusive?
begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Wow, that's right around the corner.
Awaken your Viking spirit. Battle, build, and conquer in this massive survival
Oh,
game.
okay, well, Valheim on Switch 2. I have a friend who's been playing that a lot.
You could start
Wonder how
by
that friend
gathering
group is
materials
gonna
around the
react. And bear with me. Sully, get down.
world. Fashion a bow and arrows to hunt wildlife and prepare meals. With an axe, you can chop trees. to
Apologies,
build a
my
house.
cat is very rambunctious, especially when it's the early morning and I'm trying to enjoy my coffee.
Build pillars, install beams, construct walls.
Okay, so it's Valheim and it's on Switch 2. This isn't the first console it's come to, is it?
Safe, even
No,
in the
surely
cold.
not.
Wait, is this ventilated? Don't forget the chimney too.
Anyway, that's neat. Which I feel we're going to see a bit of this today, where it's games that are on other platforms that skip the Switch because it wasn't as powerful. Now they're making up for it by putting out Switch 2 versions, if it's still a relevant game, or if it was popular enough. Or if it's a studio that think that there's a large enough audience on Switch 2 to warrant porting it over, whether it be 2, 3, or however many years late, quote-unquote late. Cool. So no release date on that.
Return to the kingdom of Hollow Nest and fight back the infection in this upgraded modern classic.
Okay, Switch 2 version of Hollow Knight, cool.
And slash through this 2D action adventure platformer. Now
and Silksong, that came out after Switch 2 dropped. Yeah.
Equip charms to enhance your abilities and deal magic damage using upgradable spells.
But cool, an updated version for Switch 2.
Connected map. Descend into a world of insects and heroes when
Which that's another thing I feel we'll be seeing updates for a few titles as well.
Switch 2 later today.
Later today, very nice.
Switch 2 players who have Hollow Knight on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition for free with the upgrade.
And free, very nice. You love to hear it.
eFootball, reborn Pro Evolution Soccer.
I like that I just said, hey, great to see a game that isn't, you know, football and FIFA, and then we got this eFootball game that I've never heard of. I'm not a sports fan guy. So oh, but that's funny.
Every 4 years in the International Cup tournament. Or play with friends locally or online to prove who's at the top of their game. Experience the excitement.
While this plays, I'll look up Valheim real quick.
In the world when eFootball Kickoff launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this summer.
Okay, and yeah, it's on PlayStation 5 and Xbox, so yeah, it was late. Hey, Adventures of Elliot.
Explore the
Get him that release date.
The hero Elliot's own time. The age of reconstruction.
I thought they would save Square Enix for the end of the show.
The age of magic.
But they closed out the last one. I'm excited for this game.
The birth of human civilization. In each age, the scenery and citizens of Elliot's hometown will change. You can also obtain some weapons and magic unique to certain time periods. A story spanning time will
and I'll probably be picking this one up because I've had a pretty major shift to Square Enix in my streaming lineup. I'm doing my Final Fantasy deep dive, of course. Oh, and wait a minute, I was talking over it. I didn't. Apologies. This is the only time I'll do this, probably. But I'm playing a lot of Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. Available June 18th. Cool. Okay, so that's pretty soon. I'll probably grab that. And it's only going to be Switch 2.
Have a blast with Super Bomberman games from the Super NES era. Play the first Super Bomberman through to the culmination of the series, Super Bomberman 5. Including
hey, that's pretty cool.
Worldwide.
Especially 3, 4, and 5 with them being exclusives.
Of Bomberman and Bomberman 2 are also included. Plus, there's a brand new Boss Rush mode, as well as game share support. Super Bomberman Collection launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch later today.
And that's dropping today. Very cool.
The
and there she is. Hello, Rebirth.
The second entry in the
which I'm gonna like somewhat like
Nintendo
ignore
Switch
talk
2.
over this just because I haven't played, or I'm currently playing Final Fantasy VII. And I don't want to get spoiled for too much that's coming up. But I'll be playing the remakes after I finish my odd-numbered games of the Final Fantasy games. So I'm on 7, then it'll be 9, then 13, 15. Then I'll probably play Tactics, 7 Remake, Rebirth, Part 3 if it's out, stuff like that. Yeah, like, they're probably giving a release date for this. Thankfully, I've seen most of this. And it makes so much sense to drop this here because this has been selling like hotcakes on Switch. Sold out with the magic cards. The second wave's coming out. It doesn't include magic cards. That is also pretty sold out, I'm pretty sure. June 3rd, that's this summer. Oh my god, pat myself on the back on that one. So with that coming up this summer, I think Remake Part 3 is absolutely in the cards for this year. It'll be a Q4.
While investigating a lunar research
I thought Pragmata was out. Or no, that's a demo. So probably a release date.
With him is Diana, an android called a Pragmata.
There you are. All better.
And these RE Engine games look
Classified
great.
as unauthorized intruders. The two are
And they
targeted
scale
by
so
the
nicely,
station
which is
AI
why we're going to be seeing a
sends
lot of
enemy
Switch 2
bots
editions
after
of
them.
the RE Engine games. With one exception, and I think that's going to be Monster Hunter Wilds. Just because it's having performance issues on all platforms.
I think I can help.
I think it'll be a minute before they try and put that on a new console when they're still fixing up the previous versions or the current
By moving the
versions.
cursor through panels toward the green goal, you can hack the enemy bots.
There's no time to explain. Shoot now.
Once their weak points are exposed, fire away.
I hacked it.
Depending on the
I
nodes you
think I
pass
remember a
through,
lot of
you can
my
modify the
content
damage
creator
and
friends
effects
really
of the hack.
enjoying the demo for Pragmata.
Split-second decision can change the outcome of battle.
It's certainly interesting. When I first saw it, I thought it was Vanquish. For anyone that remembers Vanquish, I thought it was a remake of that because the main character dude, his bodysuit looks very similar to the suit in Vanquish. But this is cool. It's also multi-platform,
We did it!
but it's nice. It's on everything.
This is how we say good job.
Adorable.
What will Diana learn on this journey?
We've been getting a lot of that dynamic in characters too. It's like big brawny character carrying small character on their back. More of that, please. April 24th, okay.
Later today on Nintendo eShop.
Was the demo not already available on Switch?
We hope
Oh, it
you're
might have been
looking forward
PC.
to fast-paced combat and exploration with a unique combination of hacking and shooting.
Oh, and then I'm also expecting there will probably be a rapid fire snippets of several games coming. Oh, I was not expecting this on Switch too. This got shown off at this Turok Origins. This was first shown off was it an Xbox showcase or was it Sony State of Play? I'd forgotten all about this.
Swap between first person and third person.
This is the second attempt at a Turok revival. The last one was on what, PlayStation 3? And it kind of crashed and burned.
Extract DNA from fallen enemies and the environment to upgrade your arsenal.
But this should feel right at home on Switch, considering the Turok N64 games are available on NSO.
As you venture across breathtaking worlds, you'll unravel the mysteries that ultimately
Cool
hold the
looking
key
locales.
to saving humanity.
Dinosaurs with freaking laser beams!
Turok Origins.
Okay, and that's
launches on
available fall,
Nintendo
so
Switch
no-
2 this fall.
No solid release date yet. That's Saber Interactive.
Uncover the truth of Xanadu. In a Japan where Kyoto is the capital, another world exists that's encroaching on our own. A world where monsters roam free. A boy named Ray must use his newly awakened powers against the threat as he joins Hirasaka Academy, a school for gifted students.
I knew several friends of the coffee crew that'd be into this one.
The Great Labyrinth, rumored to be the origin of this other world. While traversing the labyrinth, hone your abilities and reshape the terrain to expand the range
And
of your
I was like,
exploration.
mildly interested until I saw it's a side
Dangerous
scroller.
enemies in 3D action
I don't know,
are
side scrollers for me, they're so hit or
Use your
miss.
powers
Or I'm
to
very
overcome
particular about
foes.
modern side scrollers. Like Metroid Dread, yeah, I want to grab that.
Improve your
If
stats.
Castlevania did a new side scroller, I'd probably check it out. But like those are games that were traditionally side scrollers. Mega Man, of course. Yeah, I don't know.
Discover the truth when
Oh wait, see more.
Kyoto Xanadu launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems this summer.
And no release on that either,
Check
just a
out
release
these
window.
anime-style games.
Animazing games.
Time to evolve
Wow.
in the latest
Okay,
Digimon
Time Stranger
story
makes
game.
sense. That skipped out on Switch when it came out.
Powerful blast causes the world to
So
collapse.
it's one of those
Sends you
type of
8 years into the
announcements.
past. With over 450 Digimon to collect, adventure through the human world and digital
Which
world
I don't
to
have
save
this
the
one in my
future.
backlog. I have the previous. I think it's Time Sleuth.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can select
Or is this
quality
Time
mode,
Sleuth?
playing in 4K at 30 frames per second.
Hey, that's pretty cool. I haven't
Performance
seen
mode,
that many
playing in
games
full
on
HD
Switch
at
2
60
do a
frames per
performance
second.
and quality kind of differential.
Digimon Story Time Stranger.
Yeah, that's Time
launches
Stranger.
on
I have Time
Nintendo Switch
Sleuth.
2 and Nintendo Switch
That's available
systems
July.
July 10th.
Cool.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. An adventure set high in the sky is soaring in. Form your party from a roster of over 20 characters, each with their own
This
fighting
is another
style.
series of games I've been meaning to check out or consider.
Channel the power of teamwork.
That looks like a
and summon
behemoth.
mighty primal beasts to vanquish your enemies. You can also team up.
Yeah,
with local
we got
or
Behemoth at
online
home.
multiplayer.
But the Grand Blue series, it's been around for a while. I've been meaning to check it
Grand Blue
out.
Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok
Also a July
launches on
release.
Nintendo
July is
Switch
pretty
2,
stacked.
July 9th.
Wow.
The latest Monster Hunter Stories game is flying in. Your monster
Finally
allies,
getting a-
called Monsties,
No,
can
we've had a
learn
release
special
date, right?
abilities through a ceremony called the
This is just
Rite of
reminding you
Ceremony.
that it's coming.
Raise your Monsties as you travel the world. The lands lie on the brink of disaster.
I want to play Stories 2 before I play Stories 3. Stories 1, I think you can kind of soundly skip on, but Stories 2, if it doesn't directly tie into this one, it'll get you a feel for it. That's March. Cool.
Nintendo Switch 2, March 13th. A demo will be
This is one that I'm
available
heavily
today
considering
Nintendo
on
eShop.
Switch,
Save data can
as
be
opposed to
transferred the full
PlayStation.
game once purchased. New
Ruby.
titles are joining the archives.
These arcade archives have been neat, because this is where we got Air Combat 22.
Rave Racer, published by
And
Nintendo
Rave
in
Racer,
1995,
nice.
speeds into the Arcade Archives 2 lineup. Aim for first place in a race against your rivals. And get ready for a new line of home console titles. Console Archives is on the way.
Okay.
Doraemon,
No way. Okay. Which I fully expected something like this,
Sonic Wings Special,
especially with because there are several partner studios that if they could release their own ports, their own collections, they would rather do that
first wave of
than
console
put them out
archives
on
titles includes Cool
NSO. Cool Borders. Oh, interesting. I wonder if that's gonna get pulled from Sony's.
These titles will be available on Nintendo Switch 2 later today.
I wonder if they're gonna pull Cool Borders from Sony's premium emulator. And here's our rapid fire. So a lot of games that were previously announced but now getting revealed. Hey, it's coming to Switch 2 and stuff. Which these are always fun. That wasn't already on Switch? Or is it? Oh, Switch 2 edition. Never mind. And a lot of these are coming relatively soon. So a lot of February, a lot of March. And more in July. I forgot about Goat Simulator 3. And of course, April Fool's Day. They would.
Let's make some noise.
We should be coming up on the end here in a bit. Looking at my recording time, we're at Tales of Rise. Cool. We're at 30 minutes in on recording, and I know I yapped away for about 5, so we got about 5 minutes left.
Found another body. I need your eyes.
Oh, more Requiem. Capcom's been love showing off Requiem, which makes sense because it's coming out this month. Yeah, it's coming out this month.
FBI analyst Grace Ashcroft is captured by the suspect while investigating the case.
And we've known it's coming to Switch 2. I don't know if they gave a release date. So that's probably what this is, giving that release date for Switch 2 edition.
In her attempt to escape, Grace comes up against unknown threats. A limited supply of healing items and ammunition are at her disposal. Will she confront the threats?
I like that very
head-on,
classic UI
or
look and
save her
feel.
ammo for the next encounter? For Grace, impending doom is always close at hand. Meanwhile, another agent working for an anti-bioterrorism organization is also on the case.
Leon fans eating good with the Resident Evil 9 Leon. I've seen so much crazy art and thirsting over Leon on Blue Sky.
Leon can parry an opponent's attack, then strike to break the stunned opponent's
Oh, that's
stance.
neat. That's a somewhat carryover from the Resident Evil 4 remake, isn't it?
Using handguns and rifles. Or use an
Leon, I don't know what you're aiming at, but it sure wasn't that zombie.
Varied arsenal of attacks at his disposal. This game features both third-person and first-person camera perspectives, and you can change your perspective at any time.
Which I know that pleases a lot of the
There are
old
multiple
school
difficulty
fans.
options available, including a mode for less experienced players. that
And
features
hold a
aim
moment
assist.
while I get my cat, Sully. Sully.
Guide Grace as she
Somebody
attempts to
down.
escape unprecedented terrors, and Leon, who relies on strength to carve his own path. What will they discover when their fates intertwine?
Apologies.
Resident Evil Requiem launches
And, okay.
on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, February 27th.
So
Pre-orders are available
that's
now
not too
on
far
Nintendo
after
eShop.
the other releases.
Resident Evil 7 Biohazard and Resident Evil Village will also be available the same day.
They're getting a ton of Resident Evil games all on the same day. That's kind of
Whether you
crazy.
play these games or Resident Evil Requiem first. Plus, a Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller
that's clean.
featuring original art is releasing alongside the games. Amiibo figures of Grace and Leon will also be available.
Oh
You
boy.
can scan them to receive in-game weapon skins. Resident Evil Requiem, the latest entry in the Resident Evil series, is launching later this month. You can also look forward to a creator's voice video featuring a member of the Resident Evil Requiem development team. The video will release in the near future. Next is our last announcement.
Oh, the last announcement. Yep, here we go.
Hey everybody, from all
Oh
of
my
us
God,
here
it's
at
Todd.
Bethesda Game Studios.
What are
If
you
you're
showing
like
us?
Nintendo has meant so much to you.
What are you about
early
to show
days of
us, Todd?
gaming To now, it was incredible for us to partner on the original Switch, and it was just such a great piece of hardware and also so personal when you play. We're excited to finally bring a number of our franchises for the first time to Nintendo. We hope you all enjoy the journey.
Okay, so this will be a kind of rapid fire.
Vault Dwellers,
Fallout 4.
welcome home.
Yeah, which they
Fallout
just
4
put out
Anniversary Edition
very
is
messy
emerging on
editions
Nintendo
on the other
Switch 2.
platforms. That's one,
Scavenge,
I don't know, Todd.
build, and create alliances. As
It's
you
not terrible.
reshape
Like,
the wasteland.
Anniversary isn't terrible.
And
I
what
think it's the
remains of
DLC
civilization.
kerfunkel that they
Every
did.
choice matters.
Like, this
Fancy
makes
yourself a
sense.
smooth talker, or pining to pump up your power.
I wonder if this also means
Choose from
updated
hundreds of
Skyrim.
perks that fit your playstyle.
Because Skyrim Switch
Every
Edition
road
is kind of
leads somewhere
dated at this
new.
point.
From the heart of Diamond City to the shadowy corners of forgotten vaults, the Commonwealth is packed with stories waiting to be uncovered. In addition to the base game, experience
DLC,
6 official
yeah.
expansions, and
Which is
over
great.
100
Like, good value.
recursive
Not at
items
what
to
they're asking
expand
for,
your
in my
adventure.
opinion.
Grab
But
your Pip-Boy and traverse
But hey,
the
if you
wasteland
somehow have
in
missed out on Fallout 4 up to this
Fallout
point,
4 Anniversary Edition,
not too bad.
launching on Nintendo Switch 2, February 24th.
That's very soon.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. The year is 1937. Sinister forces are on the hunt for an ancient power, and only one person can stop them.
Watch me.
Embark on a globe-trotting cinematic adventure in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, set between the events of
So
Raiders
this
of the
is,
Lost
yeah,
Ark and
another
the Last
example of
Crusade.
out on
Indiana
Xbox,
journey around
PlayStation,
the world
PC,
to
now
uncover
Switch
the
2 gets to have the
mystery behind
goods.
The Great Circle. From the pyramids of Giza to the sunken temples of Sukhothai and beyond. Use your wits to infiltrate historic areas.
This one I've been
and
wanting to
solve
check
Buddhist
out, but I'm
puzzles.
so torn on what platform I want to
Or
get it
use your
on.
whip to face off against dangerous foes and explore a world full of daring escapes and unforgettable encounters. Adventure calls when Indiana Jones and the Great Circle
Troy Baker did a
launches on
great
Nintendo
job doing the
Switch 2,
Harrison Ford
May
impression.
12th. Pre-orders
That's May
begin
12th,
later
also-
today on
also pretty
Nintendo
soon.
eShop. Explore the vast landscape of Cyrodiil in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion
Oh,
Remastered.
and Oblivion Remastered. I would think
Experience this
Skyrim
renowned
Special
open
Edition
world
or the
RPG
updated version.
now on a Nintendo system for the first time. Freely
But no, this
customize
makes
your
sense, too.
character to match your playstyle. Then adventure amongst an unforgettable cast of characters
And I think playing this handheld would be pretty cool.
and fight back the Daedra. to
Which is, of
close
course,
shut the
that
jaws of
immediate appeal
Oblivion.
factor of Switch 2
Master
versions
ranged or melee
is
weapons, wield
handheld
powerful
prospects.
magic, or use stealth skills to best your foes. In this remastered version, character models, weapons, even rocks and sweet rolls have all been meticulously recreated. Combat animations have also been updated to give them a modernized touch. Plus, the Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine expansions are included alongside the main story to take your adventure even further. Step through the gates once more when The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion
And that one,
Remastered
no
launches
release date on
the
that.
Nintendo Switch 2 system this year.
So that one still got some
We hope you're
some
excited
kinks
for
to
these
iron out.
games from Bethesda
And that's that.
Softworks.
Okay. So no updated Skyrim.
That's all
But I
for
wonder if they've
today's
already done
Nintendo
that
Direct
with just
Partner
an
Showcase.
update.
Thank you for
I haven't been
watching.
keeping up with it. Anyway, solid direct overall. I'm glad I was bang on the money with Square Enix, save for Kingdom Hearts native ports. Still waiting on that, of course. But I feel that day will come. But being a Kingdom Hearts fan, it's all about patience and expecting the least to get the most enjoyment out of these things. so maybe we'll see. But Rebirth announcement or release date and what else? Yeah, Rebirth announcement and release date with this summer, and also Adventures of Elliot having its release date revealed. Very cool. Happy about that. I'll get the Chickbone Chill going again. So super cool there. More Requiem and seeing how soon it's coming alongside the other like versions and ports. It's not going to be hugely delayed. That's huge. You'll love to see that. And then of course the anime Takes Two, which I forget the name of already. Shame on me. Outriders, something like that. That looks delightful. I'm glad that they opened with that. And then the Bethesda stuff, like, that's super cool if you've been holding out on Switch versions. Like, hey, now's your chance. Which overall, solid. I think they showed off exactly what I felt needed to come. And then there's, I think, a rumored Nintendo Direct, like Nintendo first party Direct, or a more broad Direct in general, coming later this month, early next. So we may be back with another one of these before you know it. But that's gonna do it for me, folks. Take care, Coffee Crew. Au revoir, dos vidania, auf Wiedersehen, sayonara, ciao. Stay happy, stay gaming. Later.